1995 when the then Premier decided that he wanted to cut welfare rates. And he quite literally took food out of the mouths of hungry people and of children. And it was a very sad day for Ontario. And I was here at the legislature in 2003 when that government was replaced. And I remember thinking, well, at least something is going to happen for the poor. At least there's going to be an opportunity for them to have sufficient food. And maybe, but maybe, a government will listen. Well, I have to tell you, 8 very long and sad years later, things are actually worse. People who were hoping against hope to have decent food are actually worse off today than they were in 1995. And so I want to commend and thank the people who are out here. I want to commend and thank the church leaders who have made this an issue and keep this issue going. Last year, when the Anglican Church came forward and said and challenged members of the House to try to live on a diet for a week that one would get if one went into the food bank, there weren't many takers. I want to tell you, not many politicians were willing to eat that food for a week. I did. And I remember standing up one day in the House and challenging the Minister of Youth and Children's Services to try to live on that for a week as well, because I was going to do it. She should be doing it. She's the poverty critic. She's the one who is supposed to be helping. And you know, I was so saddened and angered that day because she said that what the church leaders was doing and what I was doing was nothing but a publicity stunt. And you know, it's not a publicity stunt that people are going hungry. It's not a publicity stunt that they go in and they get food from the food bank. God bless the food bank, but they don't give out food like here beside me. They give out starchy food. They give out Kraft Dinner. They give out Wonder Bread. They give out, you know, the kinds of things that are not healthy. It is no wonder that poor suffer so much. It's no wonder they have a shortened life expectancy. It's no wonder that they fall ill more often and have difficulty concentrating and keeping jobs. Thank you for what you're doing. $100 will make a fundamental difference to everybody who is on Ontario Works and everybody who is on ODSP. It will give them an opportunity to have a real life and a life that we would want for all of our citizens. We will be going back into the legislature. It is question period. I don't have a question on this particular topic today, although I tried to get one. But I do have one later today. We will be talking about a woman who is on ODSP and her daughter, and how ODSP will not fund her daughter for an eye examination to try to save her sight. Daughter's 16 years old. ODSP will not cover it. And so I have that question, and I will be delivering that today. I'm also joined here by my colleague Sherry DeNovo, who's wants to say a few words as well. She is the housing critic, and that's another key aspect of what we try to bring up every day, is to build decent, affordable housing in this city and in this province. And you know, it's just not happening. So please, please keep up these efforts. We need to impress upon governments that the poor matter. Everything we do over there is a question of priorities. Everything we do. There is $100 billion that is spent by Queen's Park every year on what the government determines are priorities. Some of them are very good, and I agree with them, like education, like health. And some of them are not so good, when they give away $2 billion to the richest corporations and then clap and cheer each other yesterday. A standing ovation for the finance minister who said he wasn't going to raise taxes this year. Well, I'm telling you, if it means raising taxes so that people aren't hungry, then that has to happen. And so, keep that message. Somebody's inside, a few are inside, talking to the finance minister now. He has to reverse that idea. It's not good enough anymore. that we make people richer and richer and richer, some of them, and that we keep others having to literally beg for food. And so I'm going to turn it over to Sherry. Thank you for coming out. And the fight continues until there are no more hungry people in this province.